Fair warning, there is no footage of Mario Kart Tour as Nintendo has been taking down anything that breaks their contract for helping with the beta. Anyways, it has been almost 5 years since we last got a proper new release for the Mario Kart franchise, and in those 5 years we have gotten 2 DLC packs and a re-release of Mario Kart 8 on the Switch with some proper battle courses. At long last though, Nintendo has released the somewhat coveted beta of Mario Kart Tour, and let me tell you, there's actually a fair bit of depth to it. So let's get started with my first impressions and review of the new mobile game. The most notable thing would have to be the controls. Similar to Nintendo's other mobile games, it is completely possible to play with one hand. The problem with this idea is that there's a lot to do. Driving is fairly simple. You slide your finger forward to be put into auto drive. Then you can move your finger across the screen to turn, and if you move it far enough left or right, then you'll start drifting. Fairly simple Mario Kart mechanics, you know? The problem starts when you pick up items. According to the tutorial mode, you're supposed to tap the item to use it. But what the tutorial mode doesn't mention is that you can toss the item forward or backwards if you slide your finger across said item. That means you can accidentally use up your triple mushroom or green shells or basically anything that isn't the hearts from Double Dash accidentally by trying to turn when you have said item. On the topic of items, there are a fair amount that I've seen so far. Mushrooms, bananas, green and red shells, the Mega Shroom from Mario Kart Wii, the aforementioned hearts from Double Dash, Bob-ombs, the terrifying blue shell, and the boombox from Mario Kart 8. The Superstar is also available. In order to obtain the star power though, you have to get a triple pull of any single item. This will then activate Frenzy Mode, which is basically the Lucky 7 or Crazy 8 from the most recent iterations. There's a catch to this though. Only so many of the racers are able to have triple items per course. Otherwise, you can get 2 items, such as in Double Dash or 8 Deluxe, or even more unluckily, 1 item, like normal. The game will tell you which racers are best for each course, and the best racers will have 3 items, the moderately best racers will have 2, and everyone else gets 1. The game will also tell you the best kart and best glider. The gliders will increase your luck depending on which tier they are, and the karts will do the same for your speed. Most of the courses are basically updated from Mario Kart 7, such as Daisy Hills, Mario Circuit, Shy Guy Bazaar, and Toad Circuit. Some of the other courses include Calamari Desert and Koopa Troopa Beach from Mario Kart 64, Dino Dino Jungle from Double Dash, and Choco Island 2 from Super Mario Kart. The courses act as a level would in a different mobile game, requiring you to use hearts to enter them. I played for a few hours and never got down to 0 hearts since you get a refill every time you level up your player level, and those are kinda weird. You earn experience for getting so many points for beating the races, but it seems almost random how much experience you actually earn. Granted, they could also be tied to the Grand Stars that you earn as your true reward for beating the races. The Grand Stars are, as any recent Mario game works, used as a way to measure progress or block you if you aren't good enough. But like many recent Mario games, you're given so many that courses aren't actually hard to unlock. However, for every 10 Grand Stars, you will be rewarded in some fashion. Sometimes with characters, sometimes with tickets for various events, and very often with emeralds and coins. Emeralds are a very interesting concept. As far as I know, they've never actually been a thing in Mario, but for Mario Kart Tour, they are used as the paid currency. Emeralds will allow you a chance to fire a pipe that holds 100 customization options. Much like other gacha games, it has a focus on a certain character. That character right now is Metal Mario. Anyways, you spend 5 emeralds for 1 fire, or 45 to fire 10 times. You can also use emeralds to restore hearts. However, I don't recommend that even if you aren't leveling up, as you receive hearts so quickly that it would be a waste. There are 2 other things in the beta right now, Coin Rush and Challenges. Coin Rush requires either a Coin Rush ticket or emeralds, and as the name implies, it is a way to obtain coins. You play as Gold Mario and race around the SNES version of Rainbow Road to collect the 400 coins that are scattered around the track. You can then use these coins to buy parts for your cart or power-ups for said parts. As for challenges, there are two main kinds. The first version is introduced at the end of the tutorial before you can access the daily events and such. You are given a specific character and card combination and have to complete whatever task you have been given. These are ridiculously easy compared to the other challenges. The other challenges are basically achievements that will allow you to unlock stamps which can be displayed alongside your profile online to show off to other players. Most of these require you to have specific characters to beat the challenge and unlock the stamp. From what I've seen, most of these challenges will require several races, as there are only 2 laps per race, and it's hard to ensure that you'll win in that time, especially if you're trying to complete whatever ridiculous challenge you are actively doing. Honestly, I recommend trying out Mario Kart Tour once it officially releases. The controls are kinda weird and take some getting used to, but otherwise the game is exactly what it is advertised to be. I definitely want to see what they might do with it later on, as it doesn't have the waifu power that Fire Emblem Heroes has, nor does it currently have the super locked content like Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching!